Hi, it's Mike. I'm the sewing salesman for QT Fabrics, and my territory runs from Tennessee to Florida to Louisiana and everywhere in between. And over the years, I've learned a lot from my stores about how to sew, and I want to pass some of those tips along to you. And one of the things I learned from Lisa Mullins at Wandering Stitches in Orlando, Florida, was that wide backs are usually a better deal for you to put on the backing of a quilt than to sew regular fabric together. So in this instance, for a king-size quilt, wide back is 108 inches wide from selvage to selvage, and a king-size quilt goes up to about 100 by 100. So for a king-size quilt, you would need three 3-yard cuts of regular fabric so it would match the front, so you do something to match the front. And that would be 9 yards of fabric. So in regular fabric, you pay $10.99 a yard times 9 yards, and you pay $98.91 just for the backing. But if you bought 3 yards of wide back at $15.99 a yard and 3 yards, it's $47.97, and you'd save over $50. So it's a deal with king size, definitely, to buy wide backs if you can. Or even with a king or with a queen and a full-size quilt, wide back usually works out to be a better deal. So with a queen size or full-size quilt, that is about an 80-inch wide, up to about 80 inches wide. And that'll give you a drop on your queen or your full. So regular fabric, you would need 6 yards, because it's 42 and 42 will give you up to about 80 inches, just barely. $10.99 a yard for 6 yards is $65.94. Or if you wanted 80 inches of the wide back, it's 2 1/4 yards. At $15.99 a yard, it's $35.97. You save almost $30 doing wide back on a queen or a full-size quilt. And of course, any quilt that's just one piece of fabric, then it's cheaper to buy the one piece of fabric. So anyway, this is our Avalon collection. Comes in many different colors of our wide backs. And they usually have just a pretty all-over, usually sort of nondescript pattern. Lisa also tells me that if you have to usually sew the pieces together for the lawnmower. They don't usually want to sew it together. And that's kind of a pain in the butt because you have to cut these off, cut the selvages off, and then sew big 3-yard pieces of fabric on your sewing machine to get the backing all pieced together. Or Lisa said they do it for 20 bucks for 2 pieces. They'll put them together for 20 bucks. It'd be worth the $20 for me. Or you could just buy wide backs. So when you're out shopping, if you need a large selection of wide backs, Wandering Stitches in Orlando, Florida. Until next time, see you later.